I wanted to review finding the volume of complex figures, or figures that have more than one rectangular prism in them. I noticed that some of you were having some difficulty with this. So first thing I want to do is to review how you find volume. So volume equals length times width times height. And remember, a way to think of length times width times height, if you think of length as side to side, width front to back, and height top to bottom. Okay? So side to side, front to back, top to bottom. Now I see that in here they've broken this apart. I can't just do length times width times height because this is not just one solid, okay? Not one rectangle. So what they have here, and I'm just gonna, with my blue highlighter, show you the two. This is the one rectangular prism, and then they have the second one. Let me get my pink highlighter. Okay. And I see that they are telling me what the units are, that they're saying that these are centimeters. Okay. Now remember, another thing about volume is these are cubic units. There are 3 dimensions. Okay. So when you're done, you have to say cubic units, or if they give you the unit, you have to say cubic centimeters. Or another way to put it is if you did this with the exponent 3. That means that there are 3 dimensions. Like when you did area, length times width, those were only 2 dimensions. So when you, at the end, you wrote what the square units were, you put the little exponent 2 because you were only finding the length and width. Volume, you're finding 3 dimensions. So let's look at this, and I'm just going to call this, 1 and this 2, okay? So that it's easier for me to distinguish which volume I'm finding. So if I want to find the volume of 1, I'm doing length, and I see that they're actually showing me here that this is 7 and this is 7. So for this one, I see my length, my side to side, is 7. My width, my front to back, well, they don't really show me, well, they do actually. They show me up here. They're showing me that this one, the front to back, is 3 centimeters. See how it's slightly larger than this one? This one, they're showing you that. So they're showing me that front to back is 3, and they're showing me that top to bottom is 8. Okay? So again, side to side, 7, front to back, 3, top to bottom, 8. So I have to do 7 times 3 times 8. Well, I can do 7 times 3 is 21 times 8. And then I can make my, over here, I can make my area model. 21 times 8. Well, I'll put my 8 here, and I'll break this into my 20 plus my 1. Okay. 20 times 8. If I know 8 times 2 is 16, 20 times 8 is 160. And 1 times 8 is 8. 160 plus 8. So for this one, it's 168 cubic centimeters. Okay, now I have to find 2, the volume of 2. So let me see. Side to side is 7. Front to back, the width is 2. Top to bottom, they're showing me is 6. 7 times 2 is 14 times 6. And let me just do this so that you can see that this is your Sort of when we did order of operations, we did this part first. Okay, so now I have to multiply 14 times 6. 14 would be 10 and 4. 10 times 6 is 60. 4 times 6 is 24. 60 plus 24 is 84. So this one, the volume is 84 cubic centimeters. So I have to add these two up to find the total volume. 168 plus 84. 8 plus 4 is 12, so I put my 2 in the ones place, carry my 10. 6 and 1 is 7, plus 8 is 15. Put the 5 here, carry the 10. 1 and 1 is 2. So the total is 252 cubic centimeters. Okay?